I actually don't think the pandemic is a war. And I don't think war metaphors work for it. I think the pandemic refuses logics of domination. And that's why, if we look at where the outbreaks are, follow the macho, dominance obsessed men the world over, right? And we see, who's tried to bully this thing and treat it like an enemy, and who's in isolation right now. Jair Bolsonaro getting attacked by birds, which is an incredible metaphor in itself. Let us recall that the birds like Bernie, but they don't seem to like Jair Bolsonaro. But yeah, so Brazil under Jair Bolsonaro, obviously the United States under Donald Trump, India under Modi,
Russia,
Israel, the Philippines. So the countries that are dealing with it best are some of the countries that are led. New Zealand, women, not just women, feminists, women with a non-dominance-based leadership style. Right?
No, I agree. Yeah.
Women who are open to interconnection. And it isn't, the apps that are doing it for them. It's the infrastructure of care, right? And that matters, right? And Katrina, you mentioned these moments of crisis. And it is true that, when I have talked, and I've been talking about the need for a Green New Deal style response to the climate crisis for a long time, it's the thesis of my book, This Changes Everything, which begins with a call for a Marshall Plan for Planet Earth, which is a phrase that was used by Bolivia's climate negotiator at the time, Angelica Navarro, more than a decade ago. She called for a Marshall Plan for Planet Earth. And that vision is now going under the banner of a Green New Deal. It's gone, there's been lots of names for it, but right. What it is a massive, it's not a climate policy. It is a plan. It is a blueprint for the next economy.
Yeah.
It interweaves the need for a completely different kind of economic model that starts with the needs of people and the planet. It redresses and repairs the oldest crimes and wounds of our age. And when Angelica made that call, she was talking about healing the wounds of colonial extraction. She was talking from Bolivia, the country whose open veins had been mined by Europe, and seeing the climate crisis as a chance to repay colonial debts. And in the United States, the same is true for the opportunities for repair to Indigenous people, to Black people. We can't do it without that kind of repair.